Hey everybody, welcome to the Fallout Wasteland Warfare Battle Report. I'm back with part 2 of the T.E.D Chronicles, which is my module for the AI and RPG for Fallout Wasteland Warfare, where you basically create characters, run through some adventures, develop a settlement, and then have an adventure. So the T.E.D Chronicles, we're in part 2 right now, which is Dawn of the T.E.D. Now, Night of the Living T.E.D didn't go so well for Dash, Angel, and Labatts. You can see one up in this side, one up in the playlists to see how that adventure went. And the consequence of that adventure will basically dictate what happens in this one. T.E.D was slain by the Institute-like synths that had been, you know, basically waking everyone up out of the settlement and shooting up the place with Institute laser rifles and stuff. And it's a mystery basically as to what he was doing there, why he was being attacked by synths. So we'll find out more as we get through the adventure. And again, if you want to download the adventure, you can click the link below. It's free for all my patrons. So I'll bring you up to date with what's going on with my adventuring party of player characters. I'll show you the table and then this adventure and get it underway. Jumping into part 2 of the T.E.D Chronicles, and if you don't remember the rules for the campaign, basically getting started, we're going to read through the description and scenario rules. We're going to set the battlefield with appropriate terrain and models and stuff, and then we're going to place some searchable markers, place in this mission some discovery markers as we're hunting for something, and then play the game. And then after that we get to go through and see who gets injured and stuff and who might die. We're experience based on the tiers of the bad guys, which will be described in the adventure, and then at the end of the game, everybody not knocked out gets to flip an event card to see what cool, gets to flip a explore card, see what cool things they find when they sweep the area or drag themselves back to the settlement. There's also a scars table. When you get knocked out, if you go to 0 health, you have to make a endurance test, and if you roll just a plain old fumble, you're dead. If you roll anything else and fail, so like a fumble with a quick action or just a failure state, you gotta roll and develop a new scar. And if you roll a pass, then you're okay for the next adventure, basically. And then, yeah, there's events that trigger on every even game round. And then we do our settlement phase pretty much as per the rulebooks for the campaigns. So let's jump into mission or adventure 2, which is the Night of the Living T.E.D follow-up, which is Dawn of the T.E.D. So the PC's rude awakening late in the Commonwealth Wasteland night comes to an end as the dawn creeps over the horizon. Picking over the remains of the synths, they came across a journal in the possession of one of the Gen 2s. The ruined book seemed to outline the flight of a synth from the Institute, hoping to find signs of the railroad in a local town amongst the ruins of the old shops and businesses of downtown. The fugitive appears to have been caught just short of their goal when the entries suddenly cease. So if the PCs want a major victory, I got to read section 59 in the chapters section. If they want a minor victory, read section 36. If the synths want a major victory, read section 17. And that's what we're reading because we got murderized. If they want a minor victory, read 40. Victory because T.E.D was killed and we never managed to convince him to join the party. So we have to read section 17 and see what's up. And so the chapter section of the adventure pack basically has a bunch of numbered paragraphs where you get additional information. So T.E.D's remains lay scattered in the dust, burned through by laser fire and crushed by batons. The scavenger's refusal to speak to the PCs makes his death a mystery. Why was he targeted by the Institute? Was he in the wrong place at the wrong time, or is something more sinister going on? The journal found in the Gen 2 synth provides no more insight as to why this man was so targeted by the machines, but the PCs decide to investigate the downtown area anyway, as Institute activity so close to their settlement cannot be ignored. Scenario rules. There are going to be a bunch of different AI settings. The first gens of the batons have wipeout for the PCs, meaning they'll move towards them and try and hit them. First gens of the Institute pistols have protect the discovery markers. They'll attack the PC closest to a discovery marker. The courser with Institute rifle, it's actually a combat rifle, that's a typo, will protect the discovery markers as well. If the first gens of batons are wiped out, the first gens of pistols will switch to wipe out PCs. Won a major victory in the previous adventure, place an additional first gen baton with an orange of the courser, and we've got that down there. So there's 3 first gens of the batons. There's an additional bad guy because we have no idea what's going on and the patrols are heightened in the area. So it's played on a 3x3 foot table. The PCs deploy with an orange of a single table edge, which will be along here. The table should be set up describing a more downtown and Main Street area with the tiki bar or other suitable commercial building right here. In the center of the table, previously quite empty, the PCs notice a large synth presence now in the area. There are 6 discovery markers placed in the battlefield, 1A, 1B, and 4 blank. Shovel them in place, the first one directly in the middle of the building, in the center of the table. The remaining markers should be placed at green from the center and not within green of each other. If possible, have a suitable terrain piece in contact with them to represent the railroad drop may be hidden. Things first, we have to do our searchable markers. There are 6 as per the standard game rules. 4 blank, 2 blank, 1 locked, and 2 items. I don't even remember anymore. 3 blank. No, 3 3 items, that's right. 3 items, 1 locked item, and 2 blank. I should just flip these over when I started. I'm an idiot. And we'll mix these up, and then they get placed per the standard operating procedures for these RPG games. Okay, so that's within black of the center of the table and not within red of each other. And I'm always gonna try and put them on something kind of searchable-y. So that looks like it's searchable, the Corvega. Within black of the center, this shelving unit's little guy right here looks pretty searchable. Next up, pile of trash. Within black of the center, ooh, this filing cabinet looks like it might have something nearby, so let's move that over. Just slide all this stuff over here. In red of each other, so I'd say this piece of train over here, and then last but not least, something in behind. Locker right there. Alright, so those all placed. We have to place our searchable items, so we're gonna have a 1 and a 2, and those have special rules in the game. Everything else is blank. So we'll flip these, mix them up, and the first one goes in the center of the table, and then all the rest go exactly green away, and then not within green of each other. Natural one's gonna be right here next to this computer conveniently, and then all the rest within green. So there'll be one next to this car. Within green, there'll be one next to this barricade. Within green, but not within green, one next to these barrels right here. And then not within green, but within green. Looks like one's gonna be scrawled on the wall over here. Maybe a little lamp symbol. The last one is gonna up right there. The Gen 1s with batons and laser pistols set up with an orange of either corner opposite, and then the Courser is set up with an orange of the central discovery marker, as is this last Gen 1. This can be flipped, of course, within perception range to see if they're an item or blank, and then in contact with one of the discovery markers, a perception test can be made, and you can apply any local knowledge dice that you have. So, for instance, Angel has a local knowledge die, as does, oh, not Labatts, but Dash does. So that black die can apply to the roll to try and see if they pass the test and see what it is. Searching for is signs of the drop points for the local railroad, sort of like underground, meaning the ways of getting in contact with them, and arranging a meeting to see what these synths are doing in the area, because they're baffled, and what did it have to do with Ted, who is unfortunately no longer with us. So we've got the man, the legend, that is Dash Parker. He's a fixer. He's got a silenced hunting rifle, which means it doesn't cause triggers if he fires it. A 10mm pistol, some eyeglasses, a Vault 111 jumpsuit that adds to his energy and physical defense, and then Iguana on a stick to use. We have Labatts with his Mr. Handy Flamer and his Mr. Handy Buzzsaw and Mr. Handy Fuel. And then Angel's got an Institute laser rifle she stole last game, a double-barreled shotgun, and Squirrel on a stick. Alright, so deploying within orange of this table edge, they need to go and search these different locations. Now, perception on both Angel and Dash is pretty high. Not too bad on Labatts. Labatts can probably handle himself too because he's pretty tough. So he'll hang it over here. But he can ignore this difficult terrain because he is flying. So put him over here, and then Angel on this side. Here's some cover. She's also extremely deadly with her shotgun, so a good candidate to go fight with that. And then Dash is great at fighting at long range with his hunting rifle, so probably a great idea for him to take cover over here. The discovery markers can be searched with a successful action. I'm also, throughout the course of this, have forgotten that I need to roll a blue die at the beginning of every heroic activation to see what I get. So I might get extra actions, I might get health boxes, like all kinds of things. So, hey, look at that. If I got a star and a bottle, I get an extra action. 2 bottles, I get 2 extra actions. So it can be extremely handy to be a hero here. And that means that I could be flying across the board quite a bit more. Now, this is going to last 5 turns, and as soon as we find the discovery marker that is the drop point, the drop information, Ted returns. He wasn't dead, or something, and he's going to show up on the table. So let's see what happens round 1, and who wants to activate. We have advantage, because we have the least models on the table, so initiative is going to go to us. And who wants to activate first? So the right thing to do is to ready Dash in preparation for these folks to come barreling towards them, so his hunting rifle is going to be in range. The courser is 1. 2, 3, 4 will be the battered Gen 1 synth with batons, so go left to right, 2, 3, 4. And then 5, 6 will be the pistol Gen 1s, so 5 and 6 left to right once again. Easy to remember. Let's see who's actually activating first on the AI side. So the AI Institute side, mix these up. And let's pick this one, number 3. So that'll be 2, 3, it'll be this Gen 1 synth. Dawn is just breaking in the first few turns of the adventure, so unless a PC, NPC, or AI has fired a weapon previously in the round, maximum distance anyone can see is black right now. I will flip a luck token at the end of every round, and if lucky, Dawn will break and we'll have line of sight during the next turn. So that's kind of why I want these synths to come towards. So I'll have killed the PCs, so the first move is going to take him out the door here, towards the closest PC. The second one will be closest in line of sight, and that'll be Labatts. So he'll move again and fly over to here. He's activated. So readying the next model, I think we'll just ready Labatts and then pass our turn. Next up for the AI player, it's going to be, mix these up real good, this one, number 7. And that's going to be the Gen 1 synth on the right. With Protect Discovery Markers, the closest character discovery marker is going to be Labatts to this one. They don't have line of sight except for the purpose of the AI, so they will be able to see. And not in range for a weapon, so it'll just be move again. So coming up yellow, and then moving again. Coming up yellow and attempting to stay in cover. Alright, well next up, we're going to ready Angel, and then we have to go. And we'll start with Dash. Start with Angel. So heroic roll, she gets 1 extra AP, so she has 3 AP. Yellow, so she'll come around the corner to here. And then she'll be within yellow of this Gen 1 synth out of cover, so she's going to blast with a shotgun. Shotgun can only fire once per round. It's black, blue, green, but she has shotgun specialty, so she gets that +2 to her stats. So she's perception 9 right now with her sweet, sweet shotgun. And yeah, it's going to go and blast 9 or less into that Gen 1 synth. So she crits and gains an additional critical point. She has an additional damage and armor breaks. Well, has no additional effect, so that Gen 1 synth was normally armor 1. It's down to armor 0, so it can't block anything. It's going to take 3 damage. 4 damage because of the bonus, and just gets exploded. And she's at 2 crit points. Last action, she's just going to run up on this discovery marker and enter activation. Go to Labatts next, because he likes to go search things. So he's going to make a move, and he moves red, ignoring the difficult terrain. So let's see if he gets any additional action points. With a nuclear explosion, nothing additional. So just going to run on up and go 1. And then second action, run up here, just in case. Dash a clock. He rolls and gains 1 additional action, so he has 3 actions. And he moves yellow. Now he can only see black, which means he'd have to get to like there to be able to see that synth. And he can almost do it, but not for 2 moves. It'll take 3. So move number 1. Move number 2, and then he might as well move number 3. It's going to be orange instead. He's going to go through difficult terrain, but he'll end on top of that. That's all the PCs done. So who is next in Synth Town? Number 6, which will be the Gen 1 synth pistol over here, and he will again move towards the nearest thing to a marker, which would be Angel in this case. Trying to protect it. Actually, he has to be able to see it, so it'd be Labatts, because it's one he can see. So he's going to move first. And then he'll move orange as his second one, because he's not in range to shoot, because he can't stand on the sight. And pop to this side of the truck. Then it's going to be number 4, which will be the far right Gen 1 synth. And he'll just come flying towards the nearest PC, which is Dash. So 1, and then 2. And it's going to be number 2, which will be the Gen 1 over here. We'll do pretty much the same thing this guy did. And go yellow, and then just go orange to the other side. And it's number 1, which is the Courser. Uh-oh. Alright, well the Courser's trying to kill the PCs, which means running up on Dash over here. First thing you can see, is he within black? It looks like he is. And he's got 2 AP with a combat rifle. Now the Courser is agility 7, and has a continuous stealth blow, which makes him almost impossible to see. He'll fire twice. His combat rifle is not within green, but within black for sure, yep. or green plus black. So it's going to be a yellow plus a green die. There's 1, 2, 3 pieces of terrain in the way. So he's going to be -6 to hit. So he's going to be on a 1 heal hit. So first one, he crits. Oh, he cranks it. Does he do any extra damage? Nope, just does 2 potentially. Armor 3 on dash, so armor roll. He passes and blocks 2 of it. Then the courser tries again and gets a 7 and misses. Synth to go, of course, is number 5, which is going to be somebody. Oh, there's no number 5. I'm an idiot. There shouldn't be 7. There should be 6. 3 stays in, and the number 7, wherever it is, comes out. I counted too many dots. All right, luck for the end of the round. What happens? Does the sun come up? And it does, right? We gotta draw an event card, and it's still the PC's going first. Now we've pretty much cleared the way, except that courser is trouble. And he does have a stealth boy activated, which is bad news. That being said, we do have a lot of items or things to search here, which could be handy. So I think Dash is going to go, and he's actually going to activate. And let's see if he gets any additional action points. It'd be very handy in this case. He's going to get 2. He's got 4 actions. Well, first things first, he's going to attempt a perception test to check this discovery marker and search around for the drop point, or the drop information for the railroad. So he is perception 5. And his local knowledge gives him a additional black die. So 5 or less. 10's gonna be a fail, so he'll try again with a second action. And crank it, so he gets a quick action, which keeps heroic, so he goes back up to an extra action. And what is this? It's blank, oh no! Still 2 actions left, 3 actions left actually, because we gained a quick action. So we'll use a quick action, I think, to move. I'm pretty sure we can make it over to this. Yeah. And gain some cover, but we won't be, actually if we go there, we'll be in contact with the cover. Yeah. It's still pretty bad, but we'll try. And then, do we want to search that thing? Later. Let's shoot some dudes first. So we're gonna take, if I move again, I'm +2 to hit, or I could shoot twice. I'm just gonna shoot twice, just move to here. And that's what I'll do. Be a little bit further away, and I'm gonna shoot the synth the baton because I don't want to be too close to my hunting rifle. I want to be outside of blue. I am. So it's got 1 piece of terrain in the way that I'm not touching, making it -2 to hit. I'm perception 5, but I'm specially hunter rifle, so I'll just cancel that out. The penalty rather, and it'll be a 5 or less. Additional green die, and that's a -2 to hit, but I fumble, so I miss. Second shot, try it again. So 4 goes to 1 with +1 damage. That's going to make that hunting rifle 3 damage. And what happens to the synth? It's armor 1, not touching cover, so not 2. It doesn't bounce it anyway and takes 3 damage. It's got 1 left. Dash with 1 critical point and activate it out. Alright, so which of the Institute AI models is going first? Let's say this one. Number 4 is the far synth that just got shot because it's 2, 3, 4 for batons. And he's going to head towards Dash because he's the closest PC he can see. So 1 move, and that would make sense with the Dash shooting him and stuff. 2 moves. He's all done. So that's over to Angel. He's going to just ready, but not activate. Who's going next? Because this fella's finished. What's our AI character going next? Number 6. Number 6 will be a Gen 1 with pistol over here. Makes sense. They're coming after Dash. Closest model to a... He's trying to protect marker, so he's going to try and attack Angel because he can see her and she's right on top of a marker. Only shoots black, so he's going to have to come around as fast as he can. And he can make it to this cover piece here. So he'll go with 1. And then he can't shoot still, so 2 will take him to cover over here. Readying up Labatts. And I think we will activate Labatts. And let's just see if we can find this thing. Let's move over and be in base contact here. Do we get any additional actions, actually? That's very relevant. We get 1, so that was the first action. Second action, we will attempt a perception test on this discovery marker. Perception 5, no local knowledge, so just a 5 or less on the skill die. And we fail. We might as well try again and hope the cover saves us. We get it, so what is it? It's 2. Oh no! 2 is not the stuff. 2 is we have to flip a danger card. Rather, there's something living in that car. It's a rad rabbit. The rad rabbit bolts away from you. Either shoot at it, you must remember the matching weapon type, or good karma, I can add a green to my next skill roll. We could sell for 10 caps, or we could eat it immediately. I don't want to shoot the rabbit. Just gonna let it go and get an extra green die. Mr. Bad Rabbit, good job, animal lover Labatts. That's his activation done. So then it's over to Angel, and let's see how many additional actions she gets potentially. Nothing. Let's see if we got the info. Did we get the info? She is Perception 7, and she's got local knowledge for 1 die. So local knowledge. Let's see if we can find it. Crit, we do. So we get a crit point. And we get some local knowledge. The thing, it is not totally jacked up her crit meter though, so she might as well just blow out her second action and go bluey into this fella. Might as well. It auto hits, so we're within green plus yellow, I'm pretty sure. No bonus dice for that range, but because we're critting, we're damage 4. Oh yeah. This is 2. And then we just auto hit this guy for 4 damage. And does he just explode? He is armor of 1, goes to 2 because he's in cover. So he might reduce this and survive. He does. He reduces it by 1, so he only takes 3 damage. Angel all done. It's just the Institute player left. So the next one to go is going to be number 1, which is the Courser. Now the closest hero to a discovery marker is probably Angel at this point. Yeah, it's going to be Angel, so he's going to come piling out, and he's super quick. He goes yellow to this corner and peeks out with his combat rifle. Being invisible and stuff. Ability 7, black and yellow with the combat rifle within green, which he definitely is. Does he hit Angel? Nope, beefs it. Gets a crit, but it's fun. Next AI model will be number 5, which is going to be the other pistol synth over here. Gonna come after Labatts, who is, I believe, the closest to this one that he can see. He's already in range with his pistol, so he's within black, and he'll just fire. In cover, so agility 4 goes to 2, and the pistol gives him a bajillion extra dice, so green, black, and yellow. 2 or less. Crits and lands it. Uh-oh. It's gonna be 2 damage as well. Now, Labatts is, I believe, energy 2? No, energy 1. Does he block it? Nope, it takes damage. Goes down 2, and he has 7 to 5. Again, 2 or less. Zap zap, tunnel miss. -2. Then next up from there will be number 3. So 3 will be Baton over here. On the center, who's dead. And I put his token in anyway because I'm an idiot. So the last one will be this guy. You'd stay with him. Stop getting mixed back in. Will be, I guess, full control over the tokens, I'll be honest. So number 2, and you're going to make a move towards Labatts. With your batons, move, and then I think not quite make it. Yeah, he's super close right there. Our event at the end of round 2, it's Unbearable Heat. Each player picks one of their own models simultaneously this round. The selected models will get 1 action, not 2, and it doesn't affect quick actions. So I get to pick somebody to only have 1 action. I mean, they still get to roll their heroic die. I guess we just give it to Labatts. I'm saying he's replaceable, but he's at least fixable. So it's now round 3. We're halfway through the game almost, and we'll use the random tokens to decide who is going to be the AI model that is selected. Alright, so let's see who is suffering from the unbearable heat. It's number 6, which is going to be the far right laser pistol. Scaling has 1 action. We'll mix them back up again, and initiative is still to the party because we are 3 to 5. So who wants to go first here? Honestly, probably the best idea, that's Labatts. Let's see if he gets any additional actions. He gets 1, so he's got 2 actions again. Does he feel like it makes the most sense for him just to charge? He's going to charge into the synth of the baton in this first action. He'll burn his green die from the lucky rabbit, and also get another green die, or black die, from charging. So he'll take a black die. So green plus black plus yellow for the buzzsaw. Agility 6, let's see how he does. Makes the armor by 1, does 2 damage. So does any of it get blocked? Nope, does 2. Just saw him again. He loses his green die now, and the charge die. But he's agility 6, if he hits he does 2. So does he kill him? Gets a quick action and does 2. Is it blocked by armor 1? It's not, so he kills him and gains a quick action. And I feel like that quick action is probably wisest just used to get behind cover. Get a line of sight. And be done. And he gains an XP for killing a tier 1 model. Over to the Institute. If I draw that synth, obviously, which is number 2, I'll just remove it. Who we got? Number 4. So that is this synth over here, who will attack the closest model that it can see within range of a discovery marker. So I think the closest one it can see to a discovery marker is going to be Dash. No, it's actually going to be Angel, because she's closest to the discovery marker. Can't see this one, but he can see that one through the window, so he's going to head over here. And go yellow to here. And then go orange through the junk. And he has kill PCs. He's going to charge Dash. He doesn't have protect. It's the laser pistol guys that have protect for the discovery markers. Gains an additional die for charging. And he has a baton. The baton is 2 green. So green, green, and a black die. 4 on those little guys. Gets a crit and just totally hits at damage 1. Nope, damage 2. Does he block it? He is physical resistance of 3. Blocks 2 of it and he's fine. An actional swing again. Just 2 green dice now, 4 or less. Nope, fumbles. Ash could go, or Angel could go. I feel like Angel needs to go. She's gonna go. She gets a roll for extra actions. She has 3 actions. Now she has to make a perception -4 test to attempt to notice fellow there in the stealth boy. Now she has a notice of a black die additionally, which is handy, and she has 3 actions here. Do we just walk right up, or do we just try and notice from here? We're not in cover right now. Let's just try and notice. Because if we notice him, all the other friendly characters ignore this penalty for the rest of the turn. So let's try and attack. We notice at an additional black die, and she's perception 7, -4 is 3. So 3 or less to try and notice the courser with his active stealth field. Beefs it. She automatically fails with the roll set to X, and then we still resolve the roll, but the skill die is set to X. She fires her shotgun and can't fire it again. So, problematic. Where do we want to go? She could change to her Institute rifle, which I guess is what she'll do. She'll swap over guns, because she's armed with one, and then attempt to notice him again. On a 3 or less. Nope. So she fires it. She'll try one more time. Fails. Oh, Angel, you didn't do great. Alright, Institute characters. It's going to be number 2, who was the Central Baton, who's dead. So let's just put that over there, because I accidentally mixed it back in again, because I'm an idiot. It's going to be number 6, which is this fella right here. Protecting the closest marker from her. He'll take a shot at an Angel. 1 piece of terrain in the way, 2 pieces because she's got some cover, and that means that he is firing at -4, so he needs a crit to hit. Black, yellow, and green die additionally, though. And misses. He can't hit, so that miss would have been after his first move. He would have come to here to ignore this piece of terrain. And so that's his second action. Because he wouldn't be able to, if your stat goes to 0, you just auto miss. That move first, it would have been on 2 or less, which he just completely failed. So it's over to Dash. How many extra actions does he get? Just 1, so 3 actions. He's going to try and improvise attack against this synth. It's a green die, so he'll try and bop it. He needs for his melee skill a... What's your strength there, Dash? 2. Oh, you're doing great. 2 or less. Nope. Try again. Nope. Oh, Dash, come on, buddy. Just kill this guy. Struggle with it. Yay! He does. So he bops it to death and gains a crit point. He took all of his actions. Great job, man. But you get XP, so you're at 2 as well. You can get some in the bank. So now it's on to the Institute player, who flips a 1. It's the Courser. Shooting Angel. Closest to the objective behind him. So, in cover, he'll be agility 5, and his combat rifle gives him a black and a yellow, additionally. 5 or less, first shot. Misses. Second shot. That's a 6, it misses. That would have been tons of damage too, so thank goodness. The last AI model, which is going to be the pistol fellow back here. As he cannot see Labatts, but that is the closest to this objective, he will fly over to here, where he can see him and shoot him with his pistol. So it is black, yellow, and green. And he's in cover, so he'll be on a 2 or less from his agility. Gains quick action, which you can't use, but he hits with 2 armor break. Oh no! +1 for cover takes him to 3, but then back down. And a 1 will actually pass, because that's 2 down from 3 is 1. And so he blocks the whole thing, because Institute rifle only does a single point of damage. The terrible heat, unbearable heat goes away, and there'll be an event at the end of this round. We are now tied with the Institute for active models. Let's flip to see who is going first. Lucky it's us, unlucky it's the Institute. lucky it's us. Running out of turns to see what these discard markers are. I'm really hoping it's not the one in the middle, because if it is, I'm hosed. Yeah. All right, well, we're going first. Labatts, I think you just need to do this, buddy. You're gonna take a run for it. So, do you get any extra actions this turn? You do. You get 1 extra, so you're at 3. And you're gonna take a move with your jets and make a charge, because why not? Yellow die there, so he's gonna have to stab that guy good. 1 more crit point to actually auto hit him. So let's see if we hit him now. It'll be black plus yellow for charging, agility 6. 9's a miss, but that would have been a ton of damage. Actually, he'll try again, just with the yellow die now. And crit and hit. So he hits him for 2 damage. Does any of it get blocked with armor 1? Nope, so he'll take 2. And then his third attack just auto hits, because he has 3 critical points now. And kills him, unless he can duck this. Does he get any additional damage? He does get 1 additional damage. So armor 1, he blocks 1, but still takes 2. And that will kill this synth. Critical meter is expended now. And he's activated. Institute time. It's number 5, which was the one that just died, so we'll put that over there. It's number 1, so the Courser. So we're going after Angel. So 2 shots with his combat rifle. He is black and yellow. And she's in cover, so -2, so 5 or less. That'll hit with 4 damage. Oh, Angel. All right, well, you're armor 3, because you're a infantry person. No, armor 2. Armor 2, 3 for cover. So 3 or less to block some of it. Block 1 and take 3. 3 left, no good. Shot 5 or less again. Combat rifle, misses with 10. Modified, but still not good enough to hit. So the Courser's done. And who do we want to have go? I think Dash just has to run for it, because if this, Labatts can get to 1, Dash can maybe get to the other one next turn, and just hope it's not the one in the building. No extra actions though. Good job, Dash. You're doing great, buddy. So you're gonna go 1 and 2, and just pray this isn't the one. Or the one in the building isn't the one. Alright, well, it's this synth, because it's the only one left. Again, attacking Angel. So he's got his Institute pistol, which is black, yellow, green. She's in cover, so it needs a 2 or less to hit. First AP. -3 is going to hit for 3 damage and 2 armor break, so she is no armor. And fails it anyway, so taking 2 damage. She goes down to 1 left. Shoot again. Uh-oh, Angel. Misses. Deep sigh of relief from Angel. So, does she just Institute rifle this guy to death or try and shotgun? The shotgun could just, I think she saves the shotgun, because if she does the shotgun, she could crit the Courser if she notices. Activate. First things first, she's going to dump her iguana on a stick to heal 3 and go to 4. Because she has to. She's going to scarf that down and just be like, oh man, that sucked. Actions? None, so she only has 2. So she'll fire Institute rifle into... do we even bother, or do we just shotgun him? Because if we shotgun him, he's probably just going to die. Now, Institute rifle. We have an extra action if we fail this. Green yellow. She's perception 7, -2 for the cover, so 5 or less. That's a 6. She's going to miss. Well, shotgun and be on a 7 or less with blue, green, black. So she hit. She does 7 or less. She does 4 damage. No, 5 damage? 5 damage? Does anything get blocked? It only can take 1. It blocks, actually, no armor break, so it blocks 3 of it, but takes 2 and dies. She goes 2 critical points, and that's the round. So event, we've got, end round 4, vertebrates overhead. No sooner than they are heard, the 4 vertebrates dart past overhead, fading into the distance in the southeast. Interesting, but not relevant. So we're on to turn 5, last round of the game. It was just right to the Courser. He's going to go first, and he will attack and try and drive Angel away from this building, because he's kept her out so far. Rifle is yellow plus black, and he needs a 5 or less, because she's in cover with his agility of 7. Hits with 1 armor break, so it's 2 damage. She goes to armor 2, because she's in cover for an extra 1, and takes 2. She goes down to 2 left. And then he'll fire again. Does he hit? Crits her, double armor break. Oh no, so 2 damage. She needs to roll a 1 on the armor die, or she's out of action. She does! She's got 1 left. So she blocks 1 of it because her armor went down to 1 from the 2 armor break because she was +1 from the cover. Well, it's just us, so God, I hope this is it. So extra actions for Dash. What you got, buddy? You get 1 extra action, so he's going to move into contact with this. Head around the corner. And then he'll try and see what it is. He's perception 5, local knowledge for 1 extra die. Second action, 5 or less, fails it. Oh, third action, this is it. 70 fails. I hope that wasn't the marker. That's your turn. You'll make it in 1. Do you get any extra action points? It'd be sweet if you did. He gets 2, so he's at 4 action points. So he'll move for 1. He'll attempt to discover this for a second one. Knowledge, so just his perception of, I believe, 5. Yeah, perception 5. Does he notice anything interesting? He does not. Third action, tries again. He does. Is this the drop point? No! Oh, God, no! God, Angel, you literally have to do this. And if Dash, you screwed this up, I'm gonna be so mad at you. Angel, first things first, you need 4 actions right now. Just get 4 actions. She's got 3. Well, she might still get a quick action. Oh, this is so unlikely. Well, the first one will be to move, because you need to get close to this fella. Right up close. The second one, do you notice him? So you have an extra notice die, so a black die on this, and your perception 7 goes to 3 or less. You do, and get a critical point, sweet. And then you get to auto hit him with a double-barreled shotgun. Down to 1 critical point, she auto hits him with a shotgun at point-blank range, and she gets yellow, black, blue, green. Automatically hits, so she's doing 4. 5, and then the explosion doesn't do anything. Oh, the explosion means she can shoot again. Oh my God. Did he block any of it? He blocks 2, because there's no armor break there? Nope, so he blocks 2 of it and takes 3. He is endurance 6, he has 3 left. He gets to shoot him again with a third action, not that this really means anything. The third action, she's going to... Did I not yet roll a yellow die there? I rolled an extra, I should have rolled an extra yellow die. And it didn't matter, because I had the yellow die. I think I rolled 2 greens instead of an extra yellow. So now it's going to be, she has 1 critical, so blue, black, green. And shoot him again, because she ignored the slow loading, or slow firing. Gains a critical point, does a point of damage, does 4 damage. This could kill him if he doesn't block this. So, and then the bottle doesn't give her anything. Block it. Doesn't block any of it, takes 4 damage and dies. But she's out of AP. Tier 3 though, so that leads to 3 XP for him. Oh my God, Dash, if yours was the one, I'm gonna be so mad at you. Oh. The victory conditions. Defender, a major victory if the PCs retrieve the railroad drop information and the model carrier successfully exits the table. We didn't do that. Minor if the PCs retrieve it but don't exit the table. We didn't do that either. Attacker wins a major victory if the drop info is not discovered by the end of the adventure. And then a minor if the drop info is discovered at the end of the adventure, but not in possession of the PC, so we don't find it. Was this it? It was! Oh my gosh! Chances. I literally did this blind and I put the thing in the middle of the table. Well, at least Dash didn't let me down. Luckily, we made it out without getting injured, so nobody's making any naughty rolls. And we get to roll 3 or pull 3 Explore cards, in addition to our normal Explorers for the settlement. Fortunately, because we lost a major, the PCs are lost as to how to contact the railroad and must instead rely on word of mouth and local information to find the safe house, meaning that their approach will be unwelcome. So when we go to find the safe house for the railroad and figure out what the heck is going on while all these synths are here, they don't know we're coming and they're not going to be friendly. So after it's all said and done, Angel has 7 experience in the bank, as does Labatts, and the failure that is Dash Parker has 3. So we can spend that to acquire some perks, and I feel like we will. So she's going to spend 6 of her 7 to get the Steady Aim and Rifleman perk, because both of her guns have black and green dice, so she can reroll a blank on those, and they're both rifles. So she'll gain these. 6 on Labatts, and he's going to gain the Blitz ability, so 1 attack, 1 melee attack per activation can be made at orange range, so basically his big long extendo arm can attack out. And then Gunslinger, so that he can reroll blank, oh no, it doesn't matter. He can reroll blank results on a black die when attacking with a pistol weapon. So it's a pistol, but it doesn't use any black dice. So that's not worth it. You'd use it if I had Mr. Handy Fuel active, but then that's just not a very good perk. Factor it is, we'll up his energy resistance to 2. Sweet. Now she's gonna spend his 3 for Ninja. If no one has line of sight to you other than the target, shots at long range add a green die. So we'll be at 3 green dice for the hunting rifle. With 200 creds for winning the game, we go to 375. I'm gonna spend 60 to build out 2 more crop fields and another 100 for a chem station. So we'll go back down to 215 in the bank. From there, I'm going to use my power. I have 3 power for my generators. 6 power actually, to power the weapons workbench, the chem station, and then I guess the maintenance shed and stores, obviously, because I need to keep them going. And then the listening post. When I get my free Explorer cards, I need to at least use the listening post. So I'll get a 4th one that way. What chem item we find? So draw a random chem. We find Ultra Jet. Go our weapon station, and we will draw 2, keep 1. So weapon cards, we find a pipe wrench and also a power fist. Wrench is hilariously better than the power fist, and so we're gonna keep that. Totally forgot, I meant to buy 2 cooking stations. I'm at 15 creds left, because I was buying the crops specifically so I could use the cooking stations. And then for each crop field I get to draw an item, and I keep 1. Go with food, Ragstad meat, and meat and hound meat. Well, let's go with the Ragstad meat. It's cooked, so we get to give this to good old, we've got some iguana stick still on Dash. We're going to give this to Ain. Let's explore. Everyone was not out of action at the end of all this, and I didn't actually pay the extra 50 caps, so I'm just going to draw 3 of these. So for Dash, a mass fusion building. The strange belt device hums, you switch it on. Nothing else happens. Maybe it isn't charged up. No effect. Assign the belt to a model at the start of the next battle, and then consequence, add 2 armor boosts to the model wearing the belt. Sweet. Well, let's give the mass fusion belt to Dash because he found it. That's going to be Angel. She finds an unexpected presence at the refinery. The abandoned ore processing plant was usually quiet, but today a figure was there picking through the remains. Watching their technique would give you ideas to use. Either stay and observe and draw and keep 3 boosts, or search the outbuilding and draw and keep 2 items. Well, let's go for items. We don't need boosts. We're pretty tough. Item. We find... reveal, a Fury Chem, and sugar bombs. Last up is Labatts. What does he find? A hardware store. Basic tools. Test perceptions. He's perception 5. Otherwise, we draw 1 item if we fail. And he passes. So 2 items. Next, we find Addictol and a synth relay grenade. Grenade's just going to summon synths, so we're just going to put the Addictol in our stash, of which we can currently hold. We're going to have to dump some stuff. Maintenance shed. Retain 1 item on our card with 2 base cards for each maintenance shed. We have 2, so we can keep 2 things. We've handed out some stuff. I think we'll give the... I think we're running out of stuff. We're running out of places. We'll keep the Nuka Cherry and the Addictol. And so there we go. At the end of the adventure, we got some stuff back at the settlement, but unfortunately, we did not find the drop for the railroad contact, and we had to go like talk to local sources and innuendo and rumor, and we're gonna have to search all over the countryside to try and find out where this safe house is and figure out what the synths are doing in the area. And that's going to be in adventure number 3, which is Day of the TED. You'll see that in 2 weeks. So big thanks for watching. Again, if you want to check out the module, you can click below, and we'll see you for more Fallout Wasteland Warfare and the adventures of Dash, Angel, and Labatts. So until then, I'm Ash. Happy gaming. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to support the channel, of course, like and subscribe and hit the little bell below so you get notifications when I post future content. I do post stuff 7 days a week. If you want to support the channel further, you can, of course, buy a t-shirt through Spreadshirts, buy a measuring gauge or objective markers from Desperate Designs, or, of course, most importantly, there is Patreon. Patreon is what makes all this possible, keeps the lights on, pays for the studio costs, pays for the equipment, model costs, and everything else, and most importantly, puts food in my kids' bellies and a roof over their heads. Big thanks to everyone, past, future, who supported me. I do this stuff because of you guys, and of course, I will continue doing it as long as I can.